We stayed up a little bit late, had a couple drinks. We had to get up early to take Juliana to the bus stop, and then we went back to bed. And then got up and went for brunch, and then came back, went back to bed again. But we have carpet cleaners coming to clean the carpets. Ugh, so lazy. I don't want to do anything. You can see how like my eyes. It's been a good day though, but it's just so tired.
You can put in the back seat actually.
Okay, so I'm out of the house because I was feeling a little peckish and realized we don't have any healthy snacks at my house. So like all the snacks are for like the kids and Vince pretty much, because like it's stuff that I don't really typically eat. So I just put in like a small grocery order at Whole Foods to try to get some stuff for me to munch on. I'm still so tired, as you can probably tell. I look like death, but I just need to get out of the house. The carpet cleaners actually got there right before I left, so they're there cleaning the carpets. So I snuck out. A lot of the stuff I got I have not had before, so I'm kind of excited to try. So one of the things I got was just like some rice cakes. This is like a organic cinnamon toast. I kind of want to try that, but it's kind of messy, so I'll wait till I get home. For my smoothie bowls, I love the Justin's hazelnut almond butter, like the chocolate one, so I got that. Also, that would be really good on the rice cakes. I wanted to try these, they're just like coconut cookies, like dark cacao coconut cookies. So it's kind of curious what those would be like. It's actually pretty good. It tastes like chocolatey coconut, and it's really like soft. Nice. I would keep these in the fridge because these would actually be really good cold. I'm gonna try these. They're called Power Snacks. It's cacao, goji berries, and dates with chocolate berry bites. So it's gonna be like a, I don't know, like a kind of fruity but chocolatey thing. Kind of look like the other ones, but like square. I definitely taste the goji berries. So good. Like, don't get me wrong, healthy snacks like this are kind of expensive. Like this one, I think was like between $10, $13, which is kind of expensive for, it was like 22 pieces, which is like good, but still like $11, like $10, $11 for like one snack. They can be pricey, but they're so worth it, because especially if you have like a sweet tooth or you like to snack, but you're trying to just like watch your weight or have healthier eating habits, you can like eat this stuff. It won't mess up your stomach. It won't make you feel bloated or like crap. So that's what I'm here for. I got some of the dark chocolate cherry cashew kind bars. Then like one bag is just fruits. Like I got strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. And then last thing, a little like frozen treat for me, since I'm not like huge into ice cream. The Kind brand has like these frozen like little treats you can get. So I'm gonna try that. I think I'm gonna try it right now actually. Why not? All right, so here's what it looks like. It's already cold, so I probably need to get home before they start getting warm. Oh yeah. So it's like plant-based. Like there's no ice cream, but there's something there that kind of like mimics the flavor of ice cream. But like, oh my gosh, so freaking good. Seriously. It's like a Snickers. Best decision of my life. So I have to talk low because my son's room is next door. But also, I don't even know what I vlogged last. We're just going with it. But my son wants to go to a homecoming football game with this girl that he is talking to and some friends. Normal teenage stuff, right? What isn't great is how teenagers organize things. No, he actually didn't tell me yesterday. He told me today, like when he got back from school, that he wanted to go to this football game. So turns out that her school is, because she goes to a different school, so he's gonna go to her school's homecoming game. And it's like a half hour away. It's 30 minutes to get to her high school. He hadn't organized a ride, so that's why he ended up asking me, which is fine. The school is 30 minutes away, so that's like an hour round trip just to drop him off. Then it's another hour to pick him up, round trip. So we're talking 2 hours of my evening is now committed to just driving. I've never had a teenager before. This is my first rodeo, okay? He was my first child, so this is all new to me. But man, it never occurred to me the amount of time it would take out of my life driving him places. Like, it's fine. I take him to places all the time, but it's just like, today in particular, I'm like, oh my God, this is like 2 hours it's gonna take to do this for him. So, yeah, that's not my favorite thing. Let's just be real. Then on top of that, she is not responding to his text messages now that we're like, okay, are you gonna be there at 6:30 because that's what you said? Are we sure? Just wanna make sure, because before I leave the house, I wanna know she's gonna be there. And now she's not responding to him, so he doesn't know if she's gonna be there at the time that she said she's gonna be there. And I was like, no, I need her to respond because I need to know that she's actually going to be there. I'm not leaving this house and driving a half hour. We're not doing that. I need to know the plan. He thinks she might be sleeping. His friends do that a lot. I'm realizing this is what teenagers do these days. They make plans and then go to sleep. Don't ask me. I don't know. Why would you make plans with your friends and then take a nap? I don't know. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I think I'm just destined to look like crap this whole vlog. I just can't be bothered. It is the next day. I don't even know like what this vlog is at this point. I'm just picking up the camera whenever. It's like different days. This is like the third day I'm vlogging. I don't know. I was actually just vacuuming. I was supposed to go to work today and I don't know, I just felt a little nauseated, like super achy all over, which I think is just from work, and I need a massage really bad, which I did schedule myself one finally for Tuesday, but that's still like 3 days away. So I'm just trying to like figure out how to make myself feel better. But yeah, I'm just experiencing a lot of aches and pains that like just like move around my body. So today I was like, you know what? Because I had like 2 clients scheduled. It's Saturday and I'm really reliable. Like I don't cancel very often, but you know, sometimes it's necessary if I'm just not feeling good. So plus like both kids are home and Vince is actually at work. He went to work really early this morning, like at 3 a.m. I'm just gonna play hooky today. So that's what I ended up doing. It was fine, no problems. But as soon as because I was like, oh, should I not? But as soon as I did it, I just felt so relieved, like that I didn't have to go in. And then I got my breakfast. I made the kids pancakes. I had got my coffee and I was like, oh, best decision of my life. So I have literally just been the laziest pile of crap. I'm still in my pajamas. I kind of get up and like clean something every once in a while. I still need to do the dishes, but today I was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm getting sick. I don't know what this is. I don't have like a cough or a sneeze or congestion or a fever that I know of. I don't know, but I just feel off. It's hard to explain. I'm still feeling kind of queasy, so I think after I put everything away, I'm just going to make a smoothie bowl for lunch. I don't know what's going on with my stomach, but I just took my temperature to see if I'm sick. I don't have a fever. I feel hot, like I'm sweating. I don't know. It's just like a lie down day. I just did the floors. I'm gonna do the dishes, and then once that's done, I'm probably just not gonna do anything. Well, I do wanna work out still though, like at least a little bit, but ugh. Here is my very boring food haul, but I'll show it to you anyway. I had to get Juliana some more. I get her the Uncrustables for now, just because it's like so easy to just pop it in her lunchbox for the time being. I had to get her some more drinks. I had to get Marley some more food. I make his food, so I had to get more for that. And then just like some potatoes that's going to be for dinner because I have chicken in the fridge I need to use, a random onion, green onion, just some romaine lettuce, and then chickpeas and tomatoes, which I use for a breakfast sometimes, or I'm also going to make some like falafel with the chickpeas, and then just some yogurt for my smoothie bowls. They did not have the Greek Gods brand I usually get, so we had to go with that one, but oh yeah, and then just some like fresh cheese because it was on sale. So yeah, nothing super interesting, but that is the grocery haul for today. I swear I have to go to the grocery store. I put in an order like every single day. I can't be the only one. Like every day I feel like we need something. Okay. Okay, smoothie. Eaten. Eaten. Smoothie done. So now what's left on my to-do list is to work out. I just want to be hot, but like with no effort. I mean healthy. So it is much later. Okay, why does my, hold on. Sometimes I swear my camera looks fuzzy and I'm like, is there something on the lens? But I don't know. I just got Juliana's pajamas on because we're having a little sleepover. She likes to ask for sleepovers sometimes, and
we can have fun.
we try to plan them for when Vince doesn't have work early the next morning or she doesn't have school, because that's not gonna work. So it worked out to where tomorrow is Sunday, Vince doesn't go until later, and she doesn't have school obviously. So we did let her have her little sleepover. But yeah, Vince is downstairs watching a show. He's gonna watch the fight tonight, which I think it probably should be on. I think he's not paying attention that it's probably already on. This was supposed to be just like a one-day vlog, and I think we're on like day 3 or 4, I don't know. So this is like a week in my life, I guess, at this point. I also decided to make sourdough bread because I like having that with my breakfast in the morning, and I make this breakfast with like chickpeas and like spinach and tomatoes that you like scoop up with sourdough, and it's just like my healthy breakfast. So I just want to have that option if I want to eat that tomorrow, but we need bread. So I'm making some sourdough. So I gotta go check on that. Just waiting. I'm waiting for my coffee to get done. Vince took Juliana to breakfast with my brother-in-law, his brother. So they're gone. Julian came back kind of late from his friends last night. They were watching a game. So the game ended kind of late and he came back kind of late. So he's actually sleeping in. It's Sunday, so it's fine. And I am just sitting here trying to get my back to like feel better. It's hurting, my lower back. This problem is still here, and it's like a sharp pain that just kind of, it's at the base of my spine and also on my sides, which is the SI joint. And it's a sharp pain that like is kind of centralized there, but then kind of like shoots through my pelvis. And sometimes I feel like I can feel it down into like my knees, whatever. Just my pelvis and hips and everything being so tight doesn't help. It doesn't help that I keep working even though my lower back has been injured like for years. Well, I don't know if you want to call it injured, but whatever. I've herniated discs. But I mean, I've been told by the pain management doctor, like, oh yeah, just try to work on, stretching, massages, like anything you can do to loosen up the SI joint, because like they're just really tight. When they went to put the medication in there, when I got the shot, he's like, I could barely get the joint, like it was so tight, and like the medicine was like almost squirting back out, is what he told me. So it just means like it's all way too tight, like my pelvis, all that whole situation, way too tight. So I need to be doing things like stretches and getting massages and like everything to loosen it up. And I've been doing some things, like I do stretch and stuff, but I need to be getting massages. I want to try acupuncture. I need to be doing like cold showers, cold plunges, because that will really help with inflammation just on my whole body. But it's just a matter of like, cold plunge I could do that in my own tub or shower. Stretching I can do, but acupuncture and massages, I have to go have somebody do that. So I have to figure out how to make that part of my routine, because it makes no sense to go and like have to spend thousands of dollars to get my nerve severed, because I had that procedure, they call it ablation or something, where I talked about it in an older vlog, but I had the procedure where they'd sever your nerves so that you won't even feel the pain at all. So I had that done. It did work. It didn't take away all the pain, because part of the issue was my SI joint, and it doesn't deal with the SI joint. It did help with like the pain that was associated with the herniated discs or whatever. Like it makes no sense to have to go and spend thousands of dollars to get that done every however many months, when I can spend a lot less just trying to see if massage, acupuncture and stretching and like cold therapy and heat therapy and all of those things give me relief. Because if those things do, it's so much cheaper. And yeah, you do have to get it, like be on a schedule with it and get it, but it's still gonna be way cheaper than spending thousands upon thousands of dollars for the other procedure. Plus, a massage is just so much more pleasant than, you know, like someone severing your nerves than being in like an operating room and like having a procedure done. Way more pleasant and enjoyable. I'd rather go that route. So I have to like figure out how to work that into my budget, because I cannot live this way. I cannot live this way with my back feeling like a knife is been plunged through it every morning. It eventually does fade as I go about my day, but it's not a good sign. Like that for several hours in the morning, it feels this bad. So I gotta start working on it. Coffee's done. It is much later. I just put Juliana to bed. I heard like a tap at my door. Marley does this. What do you want, dude? Anyway, he'll like tap on the door with his nails, like knock on the door with his nails when he wants to come in the room. Usually he's looking for food. I don't know what he's doing right now. Yeah, it has been a long day because we went to a birthday party, my nephew's birthday party. He turned 5. We went to that at like 3 this afternoon. It was outside, so it was like kind of hot, but like not too bad. And Juliana had a great time, but I was exhausted when I got back. So luckily we had dinner there and because it was like from like 3 to 5:30, whatever. So we just ate there and then came back home. And yeah, I just got some stuff done and hanging out. But it's funny I put the trip in this title because it took me like the whole video to mention it. But today is Sunday, and so on Saturday, which is September 20th, we're going to be going, by we, I mean Juliana and I are going to be flying to Virginia to visit my family. I have not been to Virginia in like over 3 years now. I haven't seen my sisters, I haven't seen my dad, I haven't seen like any of my siblings, any of my family. Yeah, it's long overdue. It's going to be nice while the weather is still nice, and luckily we're going to have our own hotel, so I don't have to figure out like where we're going to be sleeping because I am just like too old to be sleeping on people's couches. I'm just not interested. If I'm going to travel, like I want to be comfortable. So luckily we were able to get a hotel and get me a car rental, because that's another big thing about traveling, especially if you're flying, is like when you get to the other side, how are you going to get around? So, you know, and just relying on somebody else to drive me around wasn't gonna work. So I got a car, going with my little buddy, Juliana. She'll be out of school for like 3 days. It's fine. It's worth it. I'm not even gonna, she's in kindergarten. It's not that deep. I am excited. A little nervous just because I haven't traveled by myself in a really long time. Since I was like 18, 19, somewhere around there. The only other time that I have flown since that time was with other people. So not children, not just children anyway. So just about like making sure like we get to where we need to go. I can get the car rental, all that stuff, and that goes all smoothly. And I absolutely am gonna vlog that because how can I not? So yeah, I'm gonna capture our trip on my next vlog. I still have to pack, haven't packed anything. I'm not even taking any checked bags. It's just gonna be a carry-on, one for me, one for Juliana. So that should be interesting because I have never traveled quite that light, but we'll have to make it work because we're trying not to check bags. So yeah, thanks for being here. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.